Welcome back to Bostin British Fittle, where Maggie and I aim to bring you as many varieties of different British foods as we possibly can. Today we're doing a biscuit that dates back to about the 1950s from a very famous British biscuit company that is sadly no longer with us. But atop that is a cheese which is relatively new and still going strong. It is Red Fox Red Leicester on a Cornish wafer. This cheese is known as Red Leicester, but is of a variant from the Red Fox Company. The biscuit, Cornish wafer, is a dry biscuit, savoury, designed purposefully and poetically for cheese. Red Fox Red Leicester was created back in 2011, but the company that made it, the farm, struggled to come up with a good name. That is, until they looked up and they spotted on their own farm building the Red Fox weather vane that had been adorning that building for over 100 years, and thus Red Fox Red Leicester was born. Now, as for the Cornish wafer, that dates back to the 1950s with a company called Huntley and Palmer's, and they were one of three major biscuit companies based in the whole of the British Isles. From Scotland up here, you had McVitie's over there in Ireland, you had Jacobs, and Huntley and Palmer resided in Reading, which is located here in the county of Berkshire, bordering London. And the company flourished for many, many years from the 1820s, I think 1822, up until about 1976, when unfortunately they had to close down. But they were a very, very well-respected company and moved along with the times very well, especially during the wars, the First World War and the Second World War. Now, in the 1950s, the company had already created what was called a breakfast biscuit, and to complement that, they created this Cornish wafer. And they had a huge advertising campaign in about 1959 for the Cornish wafer, and it did so well that they even had to ration supplies, going out to their own markets and shops because the demand was so high. Hi guys, before we go any further, please don't forget to follow, like and subscribe my YouTube channel to get updates on all the other British foods I'm going to try. And if you can think of any other British foods that I might like to try, go on to my Blue Sky account, bostinbrickfittle.bluesky.social. And don't forget to also check out my Instagram page for all the British foods that I'll have tried, and you can see all the images on there. All right, thanks very much and enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, let's give this a try. It is a dry biscuit, but not that dry. Perfectly suited for this sort of thing. The cheese, as a Red Leicester, is very crumbly, but also weirdly very creamy as well, which is nice. What's nice about the biscuit is that it's very dry. You don't feel like feel like there's any sugar or salt in it. It's got them in, but because there seems to be such a minimalist amount, it feels quite a light and healthy snack. red Leicester is flavoursome, soft, beautiful, everything a good cheese should be. But what does the pupper think? What does the pupper think? Okay, so we've got a little red fox red Leicester with some Cornish wafer, and the pupper is straight over. Cheese goes for, oh my God, I thought the cheese went first, it just went all together. One big lick and it was gone. There's no more, I'm afraid, but I'm glad you liked it.